Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Been a little bit since I posted anything good. So anyways, got this junkyard motor. You see me kind of strip it down. I'm gonna get this thing pulled apart, get the heads cleaned up, get them all shiny and new again. I'm gonna get the water pump pulled off. I'm gonna get the old cam out, lifters, everything. And I got a Summit oil pump and a Summit timing set and a Richard Holdner cam. We're gonna go ahead and get that all stuffed in this thing, see if we can get it back together tonight. I do have to clean up some of my mess. So I'll go ahead and get that cleaned up so I can start tearing this apart. Alright, intake's off. This thing's full of dirt in here, so I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up so I can pull out the knock sensor harness. I'll probably undo the knock sensors from the harness, keep them black plugs. I'll put them in with silicone and then silicone the hole, so no knock sensors on this engine. Then we'll go ahead and pull these valve covers off. Alright, so got the valve cover off. As you can see, there was a little water sitting in there, and this one's totally corroded off, and it was holding water. So that lower seal must still be good, I guess. But anyways, yeah, that socket ain't grabbing nothing down there. So I'm gonna do all these bolts on top, and I'm probably just gonna break it. Break this hole, or pull this cover up, try to break that sensor. So you can force this out and it'll just blow that seal out. So anyways, now that I have this part, I'm probably just gonna get a cheap eBay delete cover. All right, you can see the sensor's still stuck in there, so I'm gonna get my big channel lock, see if I can rip that bugger out of there and get rid of it. There we go, got that rubber seal out and the sensor. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull a crossover, pull the water pump, pull all these rockers, push tubes out, and then I'll get the heads off. got the heads off, both sides. So I'm going to get these lifters and lifter trays out. Then we'll get that balancer off, front cover off, and timing chain. Well, sorry, getting ahead of myself. I got to pull the oil pan too. Then we can pull that oil pump, timing chain, and cam out. All right, yeah, I went ahead and got this thing kind of brake cleaned out in the lifter bores and the valley. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the balancer, the front cover, then I'll pull the pickup tube. So the pickup tube's off. I'm going to go ahead and pull the oil pump and then the timing chain or top timing gear on the cam, so I can pull the chain off, and then we'll go ahead and pull the plate off and pull the cam out. All right, a few things. Before I go together with anything else, I'm gonna take a green disc, a green plastic finger disc, and knock all the head gasket material off, clean up all the gasket surfaces, then I'm gonna brake clean it all off, wipe it all down, then I'll go reverse order, put the cam in, chain, pump. Pan won't be here till tomorrow or Monday, I don't remember. And now I'm gonna do lifters because some of them were pretty nasty. So I'll get a set of lifters coming, and I'll get a set of ARP head bolts. right, I gave it a quick bath with some brake clean, touched up some of the paint. So now I'm gonna go ahead and lube up that cam from Richard Holdner. It's the low buck truck. I'm gonna get that thing stabbed in here. All right, so I got the cam in and the plate. Now I went ahead and slid the lower timing gear on, and I'm getting ready to bolt the upper timing gear. And then I guess we'll get it timed up before we do that. Make sure it's all in line and then get her all bolted together. Alright, so I went ahead and got the timing set put on. My phone died, so I didn't get some of this recorded. I didn't look at what didn't, but anyways, timing set's on, and oil pump is bolted on. I didn't shim it like everybody does. I've never done that, and this thing's worked just fine, but I fill it full of really thick Lucas assembly lube and spin it over a bunch so it gets all over in there, and then I fill it up again, and then I go bolt it on, and I assume that's going to create some sort of clearance for me, so it shouldn't be metal on metal. So anyways, I do that, and then I get that bolted on. Alright, so since I gotta wait on lifters to show up and my oil pan to show up, that's going to be it for this video. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this thing in a bag, tape it closed, clean up my mess of coolant. Anyways, clean up all this where I just made a mess. Get it out of the way, and we'll wait for the rest of them parts to show up. Hopefully oil pan will be here tomorrow. Maybe before I have this edited, we'll have the pan on and I'll throw it together and you won't hear me talk about this. Like and subscribe if you guys want to see more LS stuff and many other projects. I got a ramp truck in the future coming in. Also got an old Dodge Plymouth car showing up I'm going to be doing some work on. So just stay tuned, and there's future projects. Thanks.